Okay, everybody, guess what? A tech demo for the PS5 using the Unreal Engine just released, and I'm super excited to watch it. Let's go check it out. I'm super excited.
Ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting.
I have no idea what they're saying. I have no idea what they're saying. They're saying all this very nerdy stuff, and I don't. Is it nerd or geeky stuff? And I don't know what they're talking about, but it sounds freaking awesome, man.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. We're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist went.
I don't even know what this means, but it sounds dope.
Concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory.
I can't wait till I play the first RPG, like a real Skyrim, or no, the next Elder Scrolls game. You imagine? I don't think we had one for this generation, because the last Elder Scrolls game was for, I believe it was the PS3. So I can't wait. So I guess the new Elder Scrolls game is going to come out using these new engine and these new graphics for the PS5.
We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome, let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
Whoa. Yo, look at that lighting, bro. Dude, that looks so real. I know every single time I see a new tech demo for every console, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so real. But this time, it looks so real. It looks like a freaking picture, like a National Geographic photo. Like you would see something in one of the magazines. Like that area right there, like the lighting over there and the white. It just looks so real. Dude, look at that. Look at all that stuff that's falling.
Let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo.
Dude, I am so excited, man. I cannot wait to play an RPG game in this. I can't wait to play Horizon the new Horizon game, because that's my favorite RPG game of this generation. So I'm super excited to see what Guerrilla Games will be able to do with their new engine for PS5. Oh shit.
Only be used in film. Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source.
It looks so real. I can't. I bet if you took a photo of just like random dirt or something similar to this, it would look exactly the same. Can you imagine? I'm super jealous of all the kids that are born to this generation, because they didn't have to play games like Mario or Donkey Kong back in the day. Now I remember Donkey Kong had like some top tier graphics at the time, but now looking back, it's just, I think the new kids are spoiled. Like they'll never. They're taking all these graphics that they see right now extremely for granted.
In each frame, that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels.
That is so amazing, man.
This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic. with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
Look at that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Dude, that's amazing,
We've made
man.
some great additions to our audio system as well.
And look at the
Convolution
character
Reverb
model,
allows us
too.
to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces.
Looks like a new Tomb Raider game,
Sound
doesn't
field
it?
rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
Oh, it looks so dope. It does remind me of a Tomb Raider game, though. Ooh.
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
That is so amazing, man. Look at all those things that are falling down.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
Oh, look at the water. Yo, the water just... This does look like a Horizon game. A little bit.
The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it.
You know, every single time they release a tech demo, though, we don't really reach that kind of level of... Not very many games reach that kind of... Not many studios actually max out the full potential of an engine. Yeah. I remember when the PS4 came out, they showed this super tech demo with the lighting and everything. It was like it was dark and there was like yellow, green neon lights, and I'm like, and so far, not very many game studios have been able to max out that kind of graphical quality. Right now, Cyberpunk looks like it's be able to reach that level that they had in the tech demo. I think Horizon was definitely one of them. It's just not a lot of games, or not a studios who are able to do that. And we see this now. You see, this looks sick, looks dope. But how many studios are going to be able to pull out that kind of quality? You know, one of the games that I was extremely disappointed was an RPG game called Dragon Age Inquisition. I was extremely disappointed in the graphics on that. It was really bad. The models, the character movement, and everything in that game was just disappointing to me because I played the original Dragon Age Origin, and the graphics in that was really bad. But I was expecting, because of that became popular, that they would put more money into it and give us a high quality RPG game for Dragon Age Inquisition, and sadly that wasn't the case.
It to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
The lighting is just so amazing, man. I cannot wait to play. I can't wait to play it. I want to see a close-up on the character models, though.
Now
I want to see like the pigments, the skin pigments, and see how good the
animations.
I want to see like the face model. Like, I want to see like if they put like, you know, skin pigment, different, like a mole and something, like high quality stuff. Because I know back in the PS4 tech demo they showed that, but not many games gave us. You didn't see that very often in a lot of current gen games.
Systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
Dynamic
So
GI
cool.
is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Oh,
Any
that's
light
cool.
source can move while still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces.
Dude, look at all those bugs.
You can
They
even
look-
see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light.
What I'm excited about is for real is the more particles, I guess is what they call it, in the game. Because you remember back in GoldenEye, there wasn't a lot of stuff that moving around. It was just very flat. Everything was a flat surface of explosion. Maybe like one broken piece would come off a vehicle. But now look, if you look at this video, there's you see like 1,000 or maybe 500 little bugs crawling around. That's awesome. And then earlier we had all that dirt and sand coming down. That just makes everything so realistic, and the realism of it is just the reason why I play video games, because the more realistic it becomes, it's just so awesome. Because when you create these worlds, and you have, as a gamer, it's the reason why I am a gamer, is that you get to explore these worlds, especially when you play an RPG. It's one of the best feelings. You can go on an adventure without ever leaving your home. And that's why I don't think a lot of people understand gamers, because they don't understand the amount of adventures that I go into. It's similar to reading a book, but you're actually living it. I grew up reading books. I love books, but now when I was introduced to video games, I left book reading and actually now I can live these stories with these characters. And yeah, man, that's why I love gaming. And as technology advances and as graphics and games continue to improve, I don't see myself ever giving up on games. I'll probably be 95 years old. I'll probably die playing a video game. That's extremely likely.
Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry.
Look at that lighting, man. Light just makes everything better, doesn't it?
Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This
Look at
statue
that.
was imported directly
Wow.
from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal
Look at
maps,
that. Look at the
no
detail
authored
in that statue, bro. They put a lot of work into this.
and we can do more than a single.
Can you imagine Elder Scrolls? I know if Elder Scrolls doesn't come out with some of the top quality, because I know they've been working on it for the new Elder Scrolls. I know they've been working on it for like damn 10 years. So if they don't come out with these type of graphics, I'm just slightly disappointed. I'm still gonna play it. I think it's still gonna be an amazing game, but I want to see some of the top tier quality graphics.
Statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
Amazing.
Over
Absolutely.
this
That's
entire
amazing.
demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles. So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination,
Wow.
all running on a PlayStation 5.
Wow. Wow. Look at the detail in every single structure in this. The detail in every single thing. They have so much detail. Because right now they said there was like millions of triangles. Can you imagine one day there's going to be billions of triangles? I just don't understand how they render and make these games and push these games out in time. Because the more graphics improve, I would imagine it takes longer to make these games, correct? So is there some sort of program to make this process quicker? Is there something that they pre-render, or they pre-make, pre-models, or well, I guess they have I don't know. It's just there's got to be something out there that makes everything that expedites the process of making games. Because Call of Duty uses the same engine, so they don't really improve the game very much. But for a company like
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms.
Look at all those
It can
things
stretch
falling.
all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open. Don't Don't fail me now.
That is so cool. Oh, it's a Stargate. That's a Stargate. Character model is a little iffy. It's not that good, but everything else around this is epic.
It's time to see what's next.
Oh my god, dude. That is amazing. I cannot wait to play. I cannot do the second the PS5 is able to pre-order. I am buying that shit. Friend of mine said that I play with, he said that I don't care. I'm gonna get a PS5 even if I have to sell one of my kids. That's funny, man. That's funny. Oh man, that I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys thought about if you have seen the video. Let me know what you guys thought about. Are you excited about the PlayStation 5? Are you excited about the new games, especially Elder Scrolls? Is definitely got to be releasing on the new next gen systems, yeah? Because I know we didn't get one this generation, but so that means Elder Scrolls is definitely come out next gen. So I put a lot of hours in Skyrim and I still never finished the story because I was so big. There were so many side quests and so many like little missions out there that I never was able to finish the main mission. But yeah, let me know guys what you think. I'm datGuy Bri. Cheers.